It's Week 17 of the National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's looking for a milestone 5,000-yard season and maybe a little hardware come February as well. It's the Bengals and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also...
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos led by the rookie quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old. But the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught. It's the rookie fourth-rounder, Troy Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
He's got it inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
In trouble, and down he goes.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on first or second down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and now third and goal coming up. Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try, and he will get into the end zone. 6. Touchdown, Denver. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. He's to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 17 touchdowns now on the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. A 1st down throw for Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Williams. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he takes off.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll run here with Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll manage to get to the 33. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. A carry here for Brown. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll work this out to the 23. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Wilson to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an high ball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the league in rushing touchdowns. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Brown. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. 3rd and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yusivas. 2nd and 11. They go play action for Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. To throw is Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Cincinnati. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. York now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much. Second and long coming up. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Wilson. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. He'll try the right side with Williams. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. B.J. Hill shuts it down there. They face 2nd down and 7. Wilson finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Nice first down pick up there by Troy Franklin. And Mike, if there's one thing he is not going to have to learn or make a real big adjustment in the NFL is from time and time again, they're just going to tell him, go deep, run fast, and we're going to throw it as far as we can because there might not be a more explosive receiver in this rookie class than Franklin. 14 touchdowns last year. That was tied for 3rd in the FBS. This guy is a home run hitter, and they're going to try to give him as many opportunities downfield all season long.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
That's complete. It's Yosivak. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Gesicki, the man in motion. And off the deflection, it is taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos 25-yard line.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Burrow. That is hot. What a throw. Andre Yosivak. Touchdown, Bengals.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver, but Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. 2nd and 7. It's another run here for Williams. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
It's Riley Dixon coming on now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Burrow now. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
Gun. 11.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLaughlin now on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. It's 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. He keeps it himself, and he will score. Zach Wilson, touchdown Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
The kick here is good. Add 1 more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DeAndre Swift, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He was slicing and dicing this defense and wound up with 3 touchdown passes in the first half. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
To commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Oh! And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Brown. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Burrow to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught, finding Higgins. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now Burrow on the bootleg. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. On the carry, it's Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Here's Wilson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This one to the tight end, Trotman. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On 1st down, Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 43-yard line.
2nd down, Burrow. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down. They bring Chase in motion. Now, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. First down, it is Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Burrow. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. It is 3rd and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The visitors' offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Denver 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Up the sideline, past the 30.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Wilson. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got it into the hands of Mims.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And this time he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
First and 10 now from the 36. Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Burrow now. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. A carry here for Brown. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now Brown. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.